there's nothing left to fix. There is nothing left to fix about you. I know, contrary to popular belief, life is a journey. We're all healing. We can always improve. We can always progress. We can always be better. Yes. And I'm so tired of waiting to be perfect or waiting to like myself enough to take action, to try. I've fed myself this belief that until I am this perfect, fully curated version of myself, I can't step out into the world. I have to be palatable. I have to be digestible. I have to be liked. And then I will flourish. And then I will be successful. How many of us feed ourselves this lie? How many of us shrink ourselves without realizing we're shrinking ourselves because we're constantly trying to fix little things about ourselves. We're constantly trying to nitpick these things and improve these things that were never really problems to begin with. I'm exhausted of shrinking myself because the truth is the reason that most of us are avoiding either doing the work, and by doing the work, I mean like the actual work, right? Whatever it is you're trying to be successful at. The reason so many of us are afraid of fully being seen, and so we hide behind our journals and shadow work and meditation and all of the wellness things. It's not because we feel like we aren't enough. It's actually because we know that we are more than enough. And we are terrified of what will happen when we fully embrace that fact and fully give ourselves permission to step into our power. I used to let the idea that I wasn't enough rule my life. I always felt like I wasn't deserving of good things, of love, of happiness. I felt like I was a bad person. I just found a million ways to put myself down. And over the years, I've done a lot of work to remove the blocks that prevented me from fully seeing myself. A lot of the blocks that my psyche, my ego put in place in order to protect me, in order to be a sort of shield from violence and projection that I experienced out in the world. And now I'm at a place where I know myself and I know what I like and I know who I am and I know what I want. And yet I find myself stuck and frozen and in analysis paralysis. And I took some time to reflect on why that is. Because it's not that I still feel like I'm not enough. The reality is, I know that I am more than enough. And I know that I am powerful. And I know that I have the capacity to do so much and to help so many things in this world, so many people. And yet, I'm afraid of stepping into it. So many of you may be feeling stuck, not because there's more work to do, not because you aren't the perfect version of yourself yet, but because you already know what's going to happen when you fully step into that higher version of yourself. And the change that's going to come with it is really scary. And at the same time, it's everything you've always wanted. So this is a message to you guys to stop avoiding yourself, because I promise you, you are the shit. I think you are the shit. Like, genuinely. How can we get to a place where we feel confident fully stepping into this higher version of ourselves, fully showing up confidently in who we are? Because there's a difference between showing up authentically and showing up authentically in a confident way, and allowing yourself to be observed without fear of the unpredictable projections or judgments of other people. I think the main thing we have to do is understand that because we've done so much work to get to a place where we value ourselves and we know we are worthy, we don't have to walk into rooms and feel like because people may not like us or because people may not receive us well, that we're not worthy, because we already know that for ourselves. You are such a powerful being, and it's time. Now is the time to own that. Now is the time to fully embrace that, because the reality is no one else is going to do it for you. Yes, we're mirrors of each other and we awaken things within each other. And that's the power of community. You know, I've been surrounded by the most amazing people these last few months, people that I see myself in, and people that inspire me to be better just by being themselves. And yet here I am shrinking myself to conform to this version that other people have assumed that I was, or trying to limit myself to a version of myself that no longer quite fits, because I don't want to step on any toes, because I don't want to make people uncomfortable, because I've never fully confidently stepped into my authentic self without being rejected or received negatively. But one thing I'm realizing, and when I'm speaking about myself, please know I'm also speaking to all of you as a collective. One thing I'm realizing is like, we're not here to be liked. We're here to be felt. We're here to raise consciousness, to create an impact. And the most powerful lesson that I've learned in the last few months is the truth is confronting. Your authenticity is confronting. Your confidence and the self-love that radiates from your being is confronting. And people are going to receive it however they choose to, because we are the ones that are in control of our own perceptions. And so when your self-love, when your confidence, when your just ease in being yourself is experienced, some people are going to be drawn to you like moths to a flame, and they will be the right people. And some people will reject you immediately. They will feel like you are too much. They will say, there's something about her, there's something about them that I just don't like, that doesn't sit well with me. There's no way they have it all together. Please, they're fake, whatever. And I think we just have to get to a point where it's like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with that, because I understand that none of that is about me. All of that nonsense, all of like the people that are going to talk, none of that is about you. That's about themselves and the work that they need to do, because you're just showing to them what their potential is. You're just showing to them how they could be if they raised their vibration, if they took time to do the work to become better. And that's not to say you're better than people, but that's to say, once you've prioritized yourself in your life and you're self-improvement and your well-being, there is a spiritual shift that takes place, and there's a higher level of consciousness that enters you. And we all have access to that, but that is a choice, and you've made choices to get you to where you are today, to the person that you are today, to this version of yourself. And people that avoid the work, they are going to be threatened by that, because you reflect to them who they could be, what they can accomplish. And that's intimidating. People don't want to face themselves, so it's easier to judge you. But understand that none of that is about you. And as long as you stand in your truth and you align yourself with love, you don't have to worry about all of the noise. Stop avoiding stepping into your power, because it's not serving anyone. And when you're this avoidance dance, it's not even to protect you, even though your ego will tell you that that's what it's doing. This avoidance dance is not serving you, and it's not serving the people or society or the businesses that you are here to help, to nurture, to grow. You are not making an impact by playing small and pretending to be something that you're not, so other people will like you and accept you. You have to speak your truth. You have to be yourself, and you're automatically going to stand out because you're fucking magical and you're fucking powerful and you're magnetic. And that's just the truth of the matter. And once you acknowledge that and see that within yourself, and this, isn't the point of it, but the truth is other people will see that too. But it starts with you. And it starts with you overcoming that fear of being seen fully in your entirety, and understanding that regardless of what happens or what attacks come your way, like, you're divinely protected by God, and no one can take that from you. That's my message for today. Love you guys. Stop avoiding yourself. Okay.